Hi everybody, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining me tonight. And we have this beginner's class today. We'll be doing a range of movements. You do as much or as little as you would like. And from there, each move, as we go through, it's nice and slow and smooth. You'll find that as you go through the practice, you'll gradually get warmer. We'll be starting from the floor and then building up towards the feet, and we'll be getting up and down on the floor. So if you need to, you could have a chair by. Again, any current injuries, always keep safe. I've got a blanket here on my mat, which you could use at any stage to make you more comfortable if you're lying down your head. Hi Peter, thanks for typing in. Hi everybody else, if you want to quickly type in hello, that's always good. I know that some will have YouTube accounts and some won't. You can beam it to your TV usually. If you know how to do that, you could be watching it on your other devices. You can re-watch this at any time. You can always give me a thumbs up or make sure that this mic is picking up my voice okay. I'll be starting in a few minutes' time. We'll have a range of classes on our YouTube channel at the minute already, and you can go and re-watch any of those. Hi John and Amy, thanks for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the other night. I think you've done the more active class, but this one, although active, is a little bit easier than the moves. I usually try and explain everything a bit more. And June, hi June, welcome. So we're in my conservatory, if you haven't joined me already. This is my hobbit door, the example of that. I can't fit through it. Oh, I have to step. So you make sure you have just a blanket handy, and just means you have that blanket handy. You can then pad up your knees or your head or your hips at any point in time. Still just trying to get the angles of the camera these days. Make sure that I'm far enough away. There is a bit of background music and may or may not be able to hear it. 1 or 2 sessions I've recently been picking up guitar and strumming at the end, so if you want a bit of that, type in as well, and I can always add it in. Andrea, second class of the day. Great. Just take your time and see what energy you have tonight, and again, everything gentle enough that you can build into it. All right, let's just see this angle and then get started. If you want to get onto your mat, and if you can lie down your back to start off. So as you lie down onto your back, just get somewhere comfortable. We'll start off with a few minutes of breathing, which is just quite gentle and easy to begin with. So lie down and If you bend your knees like so, put your feet quite wide and let your knees drop in and rest on each other. Then put your elbows on the floor and readjust your shoulders. Pull them down together a little bit. Draw the chin down towards the chest. You'll find that it lengthens the neck. Again, if that felt uncomfortable or it feels like you're still arching the neck, put a blanket underneath. The arms are just going to be one on your stomach, one on the chest. Let the elbows still rest on the floor. Bring the hands out to the side if you need. Close your eyes and close your mouth. Take a deep breath in and out of your nose. As you breathe in and out, let the stomach rise up. It's called abdominal breath. And then the chest open up, which is thoracic breathing. Breathing into these two areas, they will rise up. Over exaggerate with the hands. Then as you exhale, let both of those areas fall down. Breathe deep into the belly first, the abdominal region, and then the rib cage and chest. As you breathe out, just let both settle down. Continue just to smoothly breathe in and out. Deep in breath. Energize your in breath. And then a slow, smooth out breath. Just continue. Use your breath throughout your practice in each and every move. Sometimes a move will lead into an in-breath, sometimes an out-breath. I'll guide you through that tonight. So open your eyes. You can bring your arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. Knees are in the middle. Knees bent in this way. And then exhale and pull the knees over to the left-hand side. Just press them across towards the left side. Hold it here. Take a deep breath in and out. And as you breathe in next, bring the knees back to the center. Brace the belly button in. And exhale and move the knees over to the right side. Head can just stay centered. More twist in the lower body, pressing the knees towards the floor as you breathe in and out here. Come back to the center in the in-breath. We're going to do this one more time. Exhale to the left. You press the knees and the hips across. Hold here and breathe in and out deeply. Trying to keep both shoulders on the floor. Breathe into the center again and breathe out, twist to the right side. Again, you're pressing the knees and the hips over, keeping the left shoulder pinned to the floor if possible. Breath in. Gentle breath out. Bring the knees back to the center as you breathe in next. Hold your knees with your hands just at the front of the kneecap here. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, pull the knees up towards your upper body. Pull the nose up towards the knees to see where you can go to. As you breathe in, the feet come away and the knees come away from the chest, the head gently on the floor. Do this a few more times. Breathe out, pull the knees up, Draw the nose towards your knees. As you breathe in, everything back down. Just a few more times. It's going to gently waken up muscles at the back of the spine. The arms, the legs. It's an easy way to start, curling up. And anything, extending your back. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, lift the nose up, flex the spine. Breathing out. And let the head come to the floor and the shoulders. Take both hands around your right knee. Inhale as you extend the left leg to the roof. Pull the toe back. Exhale the heel, stretching towards the front of your mat where you're lengthening out. You can see you're holding one knee in. Just take a few breaths here. Circle the right ankle once or twice to the right and then to the left. We hear the cracks in mine there a wee bit. Okay, lift that left leg all the way back up. Breathe into the top. Breathe out and pull the knees in. Hug the left knee, both hands extend the right heel up. Pull the toe towards your knee. Exhale all the way down that right leg. Doesn't matter where you can go to with this. As you pull that left knee in, extend the right heel away. And do a couple of circles with that left ankle. Once or twice to the right, the same to the left. And then breathe in, lift the right leg up. Breathe out, pull the knees in. Good. Lower the feet to the floor, support your head with the right hand, roll to the right side. Once you're here, use your arms to come up. Stand up the front of your mat. So as you stand up at the front of your mat here, it's towards the top. Always start at the top and start to travel back. Put your hands together, what's called a prayer, which is here in your sternum. Lift your shoulders up, breathe in, breathe out as you pull the shoulders back and down. Each breath has a move. So lift your arms up in the air, breathe in and reach up as high as you can. Shoulders included. Hands go out to the side, bend your knees here, which takes the pressure off your back. Comfortably, fingers on the floor, rest your head in towards your knees. Lift your chest, go on your fingertips, it's called gazing pose, breathe in. Step your right foot back and your knee to the floor. Breathing out to tabletop. As you set your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips, take a deep in breath here. This is where we start. As you breathe out, pull the tailbone down towards the back of the knees, round the lower back. Press into the floor, tuck your chin to your chest. And then the opposite way. Tilt the hips back, extend the spine. Pull your shoulders back as you lift the chin and breathe in. Again, breathe out. You round lower back, mid back, upper back, and then the neck. Breathe into tabletop. Just put your toes on the floor. Pull your hips behind your knees. It's called puppy pose. Kind of sets you up for other poses. So the hips slightly behind the knees. Walk the hands to the ends of the mat. Straighten the arms strong as far as you can. Tuck the chin in towards your chest. Look between the knees and hold there. Your arms are straight. I want to try and achieve a light stretch somewhere around the shoulders, the side of the back. Again, just take a few more deep breaths here. It's an overhead stretch. I'm not looking to sink the chest, almost pulling the chin in towards the chest, slightly rounding the upper back. So walk the hands back to tabletop. Good. From here, step the right foot between the hands. Lift your left knee by the fist distance from the floor, and this is your spring. push back into the back foot, and that gives you that spring to step forwards, that left foot. Lift your chest, extend your spine, you're on your fingertips, knees are bent, breathe in, exhale, and forward fold, breathing out, knees bent again, so it's easy. Slide up the legs, sweep the arms up towards the roof, reach up high, extend the legs, reach the shoulders up, breathing out as you pull the hands back down. And again, breathing in, lift up. Reach up as high as you can, stretching upwards. And then the opposite, folding all the way inwards. Inwards. Inhale to gazing posture. Lift your chest, you're on your fingertips. The left foot goes back. Knee comes down. And the right foot. Hands down. Take a deep in breath in this tabletop. As you breathe out, round the lower back, mid back, tuck the chin in, the upper back rounds as well. And then the opposite, extend. Back, pull the shoulders down, lift the chin. And breathe out, back into this cat posture, which is rounding and stretching your back. Tabletop, as you breathe in. Good, you're going to put your toes lightly on the floor. You don't need to tuck them all the way in. Just press them lightly on the floor. This downward dog, you lift your knees and push your hips back away from your hands. Keep your knees heavily bent. Tuck your chin into your chest a little bit again. Look between the feet or to the floor. And then tilt the tailbone up to the roof. Extend your right leg towards straight, heel towards the ground. And then bend that right knee, and then extend the left leg. It's like walking your downward dog. You always want to push away from your hands. So your shoulders are quite far back, away from the hands. As you bend the knee, the weight shifts to your right side and then the left. You might find a light stretch in your calf or ankles. Maybe you've went for a walk today. Who knows, a couple of miles. The sensations are yours. So they might feel light or stronger depending on your body. Okay, so bend those knees, look forwards. Okay, step up that left foot to the top. If it doesn't quite get there, don't worry, just lower your knee and bring it further up. Then spring from that right foot. Push the hips back to step then forwards. Both feet are at the top, lift your chest. This gazing posture, breathing in. And then forward fold, breathing out. Rise all the way up. Your in-breath. Okay, so that's on salutation. I had cat and cow in it. I had a bit of a puppy pose and a downward dog. We're going to move on to balancing next. So put your feet hip. Okay, from here, press your hands in together. Lift your shoulders. Roll them back and down. Your right foot on to the left tiptoe. Will catch you if you find that you're off balance. And you're tall and strong. No. Forward. You're really tall in the air, straightening standing leg. Notice the balance on your foot. Down. Or changing side. Onto the other tiptoe. Like squeeze around that hip and thigh and lift the knee up in the air. Again, it's a strong upright posture on one leg. And then lower the foot. Relax the arms, just roll the ankles once or twice in each direction. Good, you're going to bring the hands back in, turn to the side so you can see this. Feet are hip width apart again, be upright, forward, the same angle as where the heel is. So up here, I would be bending my back. So I want to lean forwards a little bit. So I have a rough line from the foot. Not going to hit each other, of course. Lift that right toe from the floor and you balance. Let's call it T balance. Your hands are in line with your shoulders. If you find this easy, your upper body could lean forwards, but the lower body, the foot, has got to lift with it. You can go to where you like, whether you stay up high or go lower, to you. Twice. Good. Moving into the opposite side. Step the left foot back. Lean the upper body forward a little bit and brace the stomach. One more deep breath in. Pull the foot to the center. Relax the arms. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. Back and forwards. Great. Ready to move on. Go to the top of your mat. Put your hands together. Breathe in, lift the shoulders. Exhale, roll them back and down. Breathe out. Rise up and knees to get to the floor, wherever you are. Inhale, lift your chest. Again, knees can be bent, which takes the pressure off the back. Step the right foot back, lower the knee. On the left, we're in this tabletop. Hands on the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out and round your back. Lower back, mid back, upper back, chin to chest. Push through the floor. This is your cat posture. In the other direction, push the hips back. Pull the shoulders down, lift the chin. This is cow. Move back through your cat posture on your out breath as you flex your spine. In breath for tabletop. Bring your toes on the floor. Again, you don't tuck them all the way in. Just set the tip toes down. And as you lift the knees, you move the hips back. Keep the knees bent. Look at either the floor or between your toes and feet. Really push your hands into the floor. If it feels too hard to hold this, you can return to that pedaling action, or you could stay in that puppy pose, just down here. Okay, lift your heels, lower your knees to the ground. Walk your hands all the way back. Lift yourself up. That's where you might need that blanket. So you can pad your knees up if you have it here in the middle. If you don't have a blanket and you've got one of these yoga mats, simply grab, lift it up and pull it back. You can see it makes a few extra folds, which is what I like to do most of the time. You're going to tuck your toes in, right and left toes, coming back here. So lift your hips in the air, sit your body upright this way. Reach that right hand back and hold on towards the heel. Roll the shoulder back. Push the hip forward as you open up the chest. Okay, you lift the opposite arm in the air. This is your camel. Make sure you squeeze the back of your hips. Brace your belly button, which protects your lower back. Roll that back shoulder towards your spine, lifting your chest. You can look towards your back hand or your top hand. Take a few more deep breaths here. There's always different options in yoga that you can take, which are either a bit easier or a bit tougher. One more deep breath in. And relax and come down. Untuck your toes. Sit back in the child's pose with your hips towards your feet. You can either stack your hands, rest the head on the hands, or you can have the hands by the feet. It's up to you. Take a few breaths. Just relax as you breathe in and out. One more deep breath. And coming up, tuck those toes back underneath. Walk your hands back, lift your chest up. Lift your hips a bit so that you can reach back with that opposite hand towards the foot. Okay? Trying to hold on to the foot if possible, but you could be in your fingertip or you could hold on. Doesn't matter where. Roll the shoulder back so it doesn't press forward. Pulls all the way back, opens up your chest. Then you can lift the arm into the air. As you hold this, as your shoulder rolls back, your chest opens up. You can look to the top hand or the bottom hand. Roll that shoulder back. There's a lot going on. It's a bit of a back bend, a bit of rotation that opens your chest. Take another deep breath in. Relax, breathe out. Open the toes back, sit back and rest. This is the opposite of that last posture. So it actually relaxes the lower back. So the last one was to work all the back muscles. Bring yourself up. If you had your blanket there, remove it to the side. If you had your mat folded like me, open it out. Move on to your hands and knees through tabletop. Take a deep breath in. Toes to the floor, exhale to downward dog. Moving back. Lift the knees, push the hips back. And again, you can either pedal the legs or you can hold for another 3 breaths. So you're going to look forwards, bend the knees, step the left foot up. If it didn't get all the way, don't worry. Bend the back leg, transfer your weight to step forwards. Inhale to lift your chest, you're on your fingertips, knees are bent. Move down, exhaling, forward folding. Smoothly come all the way up. You don't want to come up fast, you want to let your body come up smoothly, let blood pressure catch up. Pull the shoulders, hands down. Good. From here, we're going to move into a warrior 2. So step your left foot back. You're going to open it out 90 degrees. Take a big step to the side. Good. So your shoulders and hips turn the same way. Turn to the side. That front right foot is towards the front of the room. You're going to bend into the right knee until it's on top of your ankle and press it to the right side. Pull the shoulders back on top of the hips. Open the arms. That back foot, if you have a look, should be 90 degrees. You're pressing the outer part of the foot into the floor, or else the knee will drop down. You want to press away. If you find that this is easy, crawl the toes a bit further forwards. If you find that that becomes too difficult, you can crawl the foot a bit further back. Hold for another 3 to 4 breaths here. This warrior 2. It's a deep bend if possible in the front thigh. Look down the front hand. Deep breath in and out. Extend the front leg. With the back heel, turn forwards. Step to the front. Shake the legs off a little bit. Now do the same with the other side. So this time, again, that right foot goes back. Hips are to the side. The back foot is 90 degrees. Front foot straight forwards. Okay, bend into the front knee. Shoulders and hips turn to face the side. Open and spread the arms out. Make sure that the shoulders pull back on top of the hips and deep bend. Press the other back foot into the floor. You're going to turn your gaze to the front hand. And take some breaths here. Warrior 2 really works the hips. Brace the belly button in. Strengthens around the hips, the lower back. Take one more deep breath in and out. Extend that front leg. Lift the back heel, turn forwards. Step or slide it to the top. Shake the legs out a little bit. And do 2 balances in one. So, have your feet hip width apart. Place your hands together, lift your shoulders, breathe in. Roll them back and down as you breathe out. Lift on the right tiptoe, lift the right knee in the air. It's the first balance that we did earlier. Shoulders pulling down, lift up tall. Try and completely lock out that standing knee and leg. Spread those left toes on the floor. And we're going to transition through to this T balance. So push that right foot back, lean your upper body forwards, open out the arms. You could keep them to your chest if you like. And if it seems easier to balance, you can tip your upper body forward and lift the back foot higher till you get a T balance of sorts. You can be anywhere where you can. If you fall over, ease back a little. One more deep breath in. Turn the foot to the center. Exhale. Hands. Good. From here, tip of your left toe. Lift the left knee in the air. And spread those right toes on the floor. Lock out the right knee and the hip. Balance should all be in the foot. Push the foot behind, straighten the leg. You can open the arms or keep them into the chest. Lean your upper body forward a little bit. Again, you can play about with how much you want to move into this. As you lean further forwards, the leg goes higher up. It's to line up with everything. Take 3 more breaths. Take a deep breath in. Pull the foot to the front. Breathing out. Turn the hands into the center. Breathe in and lift your arms up. Breathe out and forward fold. Lift your chest. It's gazing pose. And fold into your legs again. Stay standing. Rise slowly up. Breathe in. Sweep the arms up to the top. Reach as high as you can. Exhale the hands in front. Release the arms. Step the left foot back. Open it out to the side. From here, you're in that warrior 2 style of stance again, where you bend front knee, back foot 90 degrees. Instead of being up here in a warrior 2, you're going to lean forwards, set the forearm just behind your knee, turn the left palm up to the roof, and then sweep it up towards either the roof or over by your ear. but don't let the upper body rotate down. Keep it up towards the side, towards your ear, wherever you can go in this line. You can even stay back here. Deeply bend into that right knee. Press it out to the side. You can look either to the top hand or the bottom foot. One more breath. Come up. Inhale. Turn to the front. Exhale yourself to the top of your mat. Step that other foot out. Should be your right. Okay. Bend into the left knee. Set up the back foot 90 degrees. Heels are roughly in line with each other. So if this is what your warrior two, you're going to move forwards. Pull your forearm just behind the knee. Turn that right shoulder up to the roof. Turn the right palm up. You can see the arm rotates. Palms up towards the sky, reaches up and then over. Keep bending into the left knee. Use the elbow to press to the side. Even if it feels uncomfortable in the shoulder, you could have the hand all the way back again. Couple more breaths. And come up, breathe in, step forwards, exhaling, pull the hands in, lift the shoulders, draw an in breath, exhale back and down through your out breath. Rise up, forward fold down. Again, bend the knees to ease the lower back. Inhale, lift your chest, this gazing pose. Back on to your knee. Got this tabletop. Plant your hands on the floor. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, a cat. Round the lower back, mid back, upper back. And the opposite. One more breath out as you move through a cat once again. And then inhale to tabletop. Bring the toes on the floor, downward dog. Once you get there, you can pedal it out. Just shifting the weight side to side, still pushing through the hands so the shoulders move away from the hands. So lift the heels, lower the knees to the ground. Again, if you need to, you can pad up the knees a bit, the blanket. Or you can do this, fold it a little bit. The toes tucked underneath on the floor. Pull the hips back, not as far as child's pose, but just back from the knees a little bit with the hip joint. See, I'm not going forwards. I want to push the hips back, hold them here. This takes the weight off the head. Onto the right fingertips. Show you this first, in case you haven't done it. I'm going to sweep the arm through. You may need to get the side of the arm, maybe the shoulder. If the head's down the floor, it should be light. So join me with this. Sweep the left arm through this window. And then hold the upper body's twisted. You might find a stretch at the side of the shoulder. If this feels intense enough, you can always back out. We're going to move on with this by extending the right foot and leg and lifting in the air. If you feel extra shaky here, don't move on. Stay at this point. If you feel okay, you can lift the right arm and reach it straight up. Maybe you've fallen over. Maybe you're about to fall. Maybe you're just shaking like a leaf. That's fine. It's a little balance. Bring the hand down first, then the foot to the floor of the knee and come all the way up. And if you're good in that side, it doesn't mean you're good in the other one, but we're going to check. Bend the left elbow. Again, the hips are a little bit behind the knees. Sweep the right arm through. Trying to set maybe the arm, possibly the side of the shoulder. Your head's turning to look at that left hand. From here, you can extend the left leg. You get that upper body twist first. You can lift the left leg in the air. In the head should feel light. You can lift it at any time. Can lift the left arm. There's a point of no return. 2 more breaths. Bring the top hand down first. Foot down, the knee in. Come all the way up. Walk your hands back. Good. Sit up and just move the neck right and left once or twice. And make sure it feels light. And turn the head from right to left. Great. So open your mat back out. Sit towards the front of your mat. Pull your knees together. I'm going to do a boat here. Shuffle side to side. Feel your sitting bones pressing into the floor. Squeeze your knees and your feet together. Hold on to your knees with your hand. Roll your shoulders up. Breathe in. Hold them back and down. Lift your chest high and breathe out. Slide the toes back so your knees are tucked towards your chest. Then lift them off the floor. Squeeze the knees and ankles. This feels steady and secure. Open the hands and straighten the arms forward. Good. To challenge this posture a little bit more, you can lift so that the shins come at this horizontal point. If you shake a lot, then just lower them back down and you can go between lifting and lowering. Or you could even, if this is still very hard, have the tiptoes on the ground. Squeeze the knees and ankles together. This brings the energy up through towards your pelvis, called your root lock in yoga. Lift your chest high, shoulders down. Take 2 more breaths. Set the feet down. Hug your knees. Bring your hands to the sides. Come down towards the floor. As you lay down on the floor, pull the knees in to your chest. Hug them all the way in. Do some small circles around to the right. 3 times. And then around to the left. Same thing. Little circle, but you're pressing downwards. Massaging your lower back. Should feel nice. Into the center, set your feet to the floor, open the arms out wide. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out and twist the knees to the left side. Get that right shoulder on the floor and press the hips across. Good. Breathe into the center. Brace the belly button. Roll the lower back on the floor as you twist and breathe out to the right side. Back to the center. Breathing in. Another twist to the left. Breathing out. And again, breathe in to the center. Roll that lower back on the floor. Exhale to the right side. As you pull the knees back to the center here, hug the knees in with your hands. You can just hug them and keep them pressing and pulling inwards, but press the lower back to the floor. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths in and out. Bring your feet to the floor. Extend the legs out. Grab your blanket and put it over your legs and your lower body. They cool down quite quickly. I'm going to guide you in how to relax and be a little bit more settled on the floor. If you find any lower back problems, keep your knees bent, put your feet wide, knees together like we did at the start. Otherwise, use your heels and rock your hips right and left. And pull your lower back closer to the floor. Turn your palms up to the sky. Have them a few inches away from the side of your hips. Move your shoulders right and left, side to side, and pull them together and down. Draw the chin down. Relax the head in the center and close your eyes. As you close your eyes, take a big, full, deep in-breath first. Open your mouth and let all the stress and air rush out. And do that one more time. Deep breath in. Open the mouth, let all that air go. And you can just let the breath settle into its own rhythm. Allow your mouth to close, your eyes are closed, and you're now letting your body relax. Starting with the feet, just notice the sole of the foot, from the toes, down through the ball of the foot, towards the heel. Notice the muscles around the lower body, from the heel up through to the ankle bones, shins, the muscles at the front of the shin, the calves. Notice the knees, the muscles behind the knees, front of the thigh bone, the back of the thighs. Front, side, and back of the hips. Just in this next few breaths, allow yourself and that lower body to become relaxed. You allow the lower body simply to sink into the floor so it relaxes further. Notice your tailbone, the muscles around your spine, the lower spine, stomach, back of the rib cage, chest, side of the ribs, shoulder blades. Muscles of the shoulders, to the upper arm bones, elbows, forearms, wrists, palm of the hand, the fingertips, and the thumb. Notice the muscles around the neck. Allow the jaw to become light. Let the muscles of the face soften and allow the back of the head to press heavier into the ground. Lastly, noticing the crown of the head. Allow the upper body to relax for a few breaths. Lastly, noticing your whole body from your toes all the way through the legs, torso to the crown of the head. Any tension left, let it go. Just enjoy a moment of relaxation. Allow yourself to relax deeper for these final few breaths. And start to breathe in deep. Inhale deeply into the lungs. Exhale smoothly. Bring that awareness back into your breathing. As you breathe in deeply next, move your fingers and your toes. Start to waken up the physical body. Roll and move the ankles, the wrists, even the head or neck, any of those areas. When you're ready, walk your feet in, pull your knees to your chest, hug tightly in. Take a deep breath, hug your nose all the way up to your knees for a last stretch, the back of the body. See where you can get to, and then set the head and the feet to the floor. Support your head on the right side with your hand. Gently roll on to that side. Once you get there, just take a deep in and out breath. Open your eyes. Use your arms to come up. It could be a seated position, any of your choice, cross leg or sitting like I am. Pull your hands together. Lift your shoulders. Roll them back and pull them down. Just gaze downwards and towards your hands. When we say namaste in yoga, it is to thank yourself for your practice. Anybody else who's allowed you to be here tonight. Namaste. Thanks for joining me tonight, everybody. Look at some of our classes that are coming up. Any requests, whether it's shorter classes, longer classes, more of the same, and can be anything at all. And we'll try our best to keep moving forward with our online structure. And if you'd like to donate, please go to our website, or I can post the link on here, and our Facebook pages, all our social media, and spread the word with a few friends. And hopefully I'll see you very soon. Thanks for attending tonight. Bye-bye.